Hey guys, back again with a channel update video. It's been quite a while since we done one of these, and since we're coming up on the end of the year, I thought it was a good time to finally go ahead and do another one of these again, sort of go over this year as a whole and what we're going to be looking forward to after we come back from our break in January. Again, I'm going to keep going with the January off, as frankly, it gives me the advantage of just taking some time to, stock up on videos and, get all that ready to go. So that will be good for the entire year. Now, at the moment, looking forward towards the end of the year, we only have a couple more videos that will be coming out. Offhand, I can think of only one at the moment. I'll get into that a little bit. But we have one more review video coming out at the time of this recording on the 10th of December. We're going to have one more review video coming out the 21st, which will be next Friday, again from the time of recording. This is probably coming out this Saturday, the 15th. So that will be the last video to come out from me this year. Oh, no, I take that back. There's the one slideshow video. That'll be the last video. My apologies. That'll be coming out on the 31st. But as far as model building stuff, the mainstay for this channel, 21st is the last video for that. Now, in regards to some of the other videos, flying, gaming, and streaming videos, those haven't been coming out for a variety of reasons. First has been I've been busy working on recording another build, full build video set. Just about finished with that. I just have one or two more things to do on it, and that'll be done. And in all honesty, that's taken up a lot of time. Unfortunately, the thing I had originally planned to do that for ended up falling through, so that's a bit of a downer. So yeah, the very end of it, I'm having to sort of shift gears to some degree, as I had originally had it done one way. I'm having to change things up a little bit, not too drastically. It's just one of those, just sort of kick to the knee type things that sort of makes you stumble a little. So that's taken up a fair amount of time. That's taken away from stuff like editing, the Stearman full build. Partially that hasn't been coming out because I, in all honesty, was waiting to hear any kind of feedback on the first video. Things I could do better, things change, things keep in, all that. I was looking for a comment. Fortunately, no one's left comments. No, as far as critiques or anything, in all honesty. So that was a bit of a disappointment. Is obviously the only way I'm ever going to improve is to have feedback. So yeah, haven't touched editing the next one, so that's obviously going to not come out this month. One of the biggest things from that project I've learned was just a lot of stuff, in all honesty, and I thought I was going to, I can't remember if I did or did not now at this point, put out a commentary video. But in all honesty, the Stearman project was both a good and a bad choice for the first time doing something like this. It was good because it did represent a challenge, and I've honestly learned a fair amount from as far as editing and all that from doing it. Same time, it was honestly a bad choice just because of the size of it. Had I maybe done the project I've worked on that I'm about to finish, that would have probably been a better choice. But unfortunately, it's one of those live and learn, So probably not going to incorporate too much changes into this next video when it does come out. But going after the Stearman, we're probably going to definitely see a lot more, I guess you could say, a lot of stuff getting left on the editing room floor. So yeah, obviously, with me being sort of tied up working on that, means streaming's kind of taking a back burner. Part of that is because obviously working on that's taking up my desk space, so it does make it a lot harder to, work on other things. So yeah, obviously that's sort of why we haven't had too many build streams lately. Do have one video in the can, haven't touched it yet. At this point, I'm probably not going to put it out until after we come back in January, or after January, just because I figure, at this point I might as well just start stocking them up so that when we do come back, we can go fairly consistently. So that's one thing I am going to try and do a little more of between now and when we come back, is try to get some more streaming done. Fortunately, because of my current work situation, it does make it hard to have a quote set schedule for doing streams. I'm hoping eventually, and I'll get into a little more of this later, have some type of set schedule, but for now that's unfortunately not something I can really commit to. Same with gaming. I've honestly not had the motivation to do it, partially because again I've been tied up working on that, partially just my heart hasn't been really in it. So obviously that, I don't want to put out crap. So yeah, that's sort of where we are with that. Now, as for flying, believe I mentioned this in a stream or something a while ago, but back in July I had a bit of a health scare, and as much as I hate to admit it, I think mentally it's messed with me more than I initially thought, or let on, and just mentally it's thrown me off my game. I'm not, am I needing to see a doctor or anything like that as far as psychiatric related? No. It's just one of those things that sort of punches you in the gut and it just screws with you. I mean, pure and simple. This isn't something like, unfortunately, a mental health issue. This is just, something that's unnerved you and, just taking, your, what's the word? I can't think of the right word to use, but yeah, just sort of, taking your drive and energy out of you. Yeah, I'll go with that. But yeah, so that's, I'll honestly affected a lot of stuff, and probably the biggest one being flying. Now, and this is where things get even worse, is because of where I'm at in my flight training. The next flight is a very long cross country at night, and unfortunately, while the 172 is a good training aircraft, it's not the best, and especially if you're west of the Rockies, where you've got MEAs in close to 10,000 feet, and a 172, and unfortunately with my weight, it makes it dangerous to do a lot of stuff. And personally, the highest I've been able to get a 172 up to is 7,000 feet, and even then I damn near stalled it getting it there. So yeah, I mean, and unfortunately this lesson is, as I said, is a long one, and that requires you to go straight line distance of 250 nautical miles. Now, going east, if it wasn't for the mountains we got that way, it wouldn't be an issue. And this is where we got it, and why it's taken so long and still haven't done it, is because, again, night into terrain. Now that's not something you want to do. And fortunately, the alternative, and what I'm ultimately going to be doing, is to go up to Monterey, which is 300 miles away. Obviously, that means an additional hour, more time, more fuel, more cost, and it just hasn't gotten done. Additionally, because it is coastal, it does mean I got to deal with marine layer, both there and at Carlsbad, where I fly out of. So, yeah, weather has not cooperated the last couple of months. So, obviously, I'm not going to go out when the forecast has the cloud dip coming down close to minimums. Now, that is a hard, I'm not going. And neither should anybody, really, as there's no reason to go out in that. I mean, unless you're going out and going somewhere totally far out and not coming back till the next day or something, then yeah, I'd say you can, it's within I guess you say, a level of risk that is acceptable. So yeah, that's, unfortunately, because of that health scare, it's unnerved me in a lot of ways, and flying has been one of them. So obviously, I'm in a phase where a lot of the stuff's being done solo. So that's got me unnerved. Thankfully, my instructor, which I'm now on instructor number, God, I've lost count, has agreed to go with me on this flight as a safety pilot, because, as I said, this thing is screwed with me enough, and still haven't got any type of answer. So that's where we are there. So that's sort of content-wise what's going on. This week I'm planning to try to get some more review videos shot. At the moment, I have a total of 8 recorded. 3 of which I've edited and gotten together, and obviously 5 more that are waiting to be. Plan to probably get some of those done tonight, as well as some other stuff. May or may not get to doing some editing on the Stearman full build part 3, where we start putting everything together. That one, at this point, I'm thinking will be shorter than the first one, just because there is a lot less, and obviously from lessons I've learned in editing that one, it'll make it go by a lot faster. Again, I never expected that video to be almost 2 hours. That, like I said, was a learning experience. So, moving forward, there are going to be some changes. One thing that I am going to start doing, and if you've clicked on the main channel page, may have noticed this, but I'm going to start posting stuff to Instagram. I've had one up there, haven't really used it for much of anything, but I'm going to start using that to post quick little in-progress snaps from what stuff I'm working on. This is a good way to get an idea of what's sort of coming as far as different videos and what have you. That's already up, so go check that out. I'll include a link in the description section. I already have a link there for Twitch. Again, I'll post the link in the comment section. I'm also planning to start using Twitter as well, and going to be posting stuff there. So, don't think I have the link up yet on the main channel page. If it's not there by the time this video comes out, I will include the link in the description. And yeah, so this is something I'm going to try to do to, help get my videos out there a little more, because unfortunately, I am sort of bound by the YouTube algorithms and likes, views, and all that jazz. And yeah, trying more people get these videos get exposed to, more likely people to comment and like what have you, and obviously then that boost, which helps, and so on and so on and so on. It unfortunately, this is the nature of the beast, and yeah, you know, I didn't come up with the rules for the game, but unfortunately we all got to play it. So that's what we're going to be doing there. Another thing I've flirted around just mentally, the idea is maybe doing a Patreon. I was like, I'm not going to do that, say much more than that, only because, to look at it and look at what other people are doing, if I'm going to go that route, what I like to do is, essentially write up a business plan for that, if I'm going to go that route. I'd want to have all that prepared and good to go, so that if I do it, I'm able to hit the ground running, have everything more or less set up, so that if you guys do choose to support me in that way, you'll have all the information you guys need to make that decision. Obviously, that's going to involve a fair bit of research. Again, this gets to time cost. So yeah, that's something I've flirted with the idea of doing for some time now. Would love to hear comments and opinion on that. Hell, I'd love to hear comments of any kind. So yeah, that's sort of where we are with all of that. Obviously, during our January break, I believe I mentioned this before, but we'll still be doing streams. Yeah, excuse me. So you definitely want to keep an eye on Twitch. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. But no, as I was saying before, phone. Still going to be try to get streams done while we're on break. That way we can build up a nice sort of chunk of videos we can put out once we do come back. So if you want to obviously see those live, go over to my Twitch page. That's where I end up doing all there. Fortunately, there's no way to cross stream to both there and YouTube, so we're stuck there. So that's sort of where we're at. Sorry, I don't have more to say as far as stuff to look forward to. I'm hoping next year will go a lot better than this year has ended up being. Obviously, I'm hoping to get flight training done, so that then I can hopefully get out of the job I'm in now and have a more normal schedule, so that then have set time for streams, have more time to build down kits, and just an overall better quality of life. And depending on what happens next year, year after 2020, we could be looking at major changes coming. Obviously, if it looks like we're going that's going to happen, I'll let you guys know in I guess next year's year-end channel update, as I'll have a better idea of what's going to happen there. So yeah, that's all I've got for now. Again, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and until next time.